This video is brought to you by Mubi. Mubi is a streaming service with the best, expertly handpicked films from around the world, including this amazing film we're about to talk about today. You can get a 30-day free trial by signing up at mubi.com/maximumhype. The first time I watched Agnes Varda's 1962 film Cleo from 5 to 7, I knew I was watching something really special. As someone who was brought up on action movies and a lot of Hollywood, Cleo from 5 to 7 was so refreshing, so efficient in its storytelling and symbolism, and today I wanted to talk about just two of the many things that the film questions. One being our idea of beauty, and the other, our mortality. It only takes about 5 minutes before our protagonist Cleo tells us exactly what this film is about.
Minute au papillon. Être laide, c'est ça la mort. Tant que je suis belle, je suis vivante et 10 fois plus que les autres.
This line is said at the beginning of the movie when Cleo is worrying about her medical test result, which may or may not confirm that she has cancer. Yet she comforts herself by saying that though she may lose her health, she'll at least have her beauty. And as long as she's beautiful, it's a form of being alive. This highlights how entrenched Cleo is in her own image. How she looks, how she sounds, how she's perceived by the world around her. Her image is her own metaphor of life and death, and is a large part of her sadness. It doesn't help that Cleo herself is a celebrity and a singer who sees it as her role to be liked or loved by the public. In the first half of the film, Cleo struggles to maintain this image of herself. She asks the taxi driver to stop playing her song because she doesn't like how she sounds. She ensures she's properly dolled up for a lover who doesn't have time for her, and she's disappointed in her fellow musicians for not respecting her talent. For a movie that came out in the early 60s, it's easy to see parallels in the world we live in today. We've definitely progressed as a society when it comes to how you look and how you sound, but it's a very human thing to be concerned about your image. Whether it's to your friends, your coworkers, or on social media, everyone, like Cleo, would love to look and sound quote-unquote perfect and be appreciated for their talent. This theme of beauty, image, and identity is captured wonderfully by the legend Agnes Varda. Varda fills the entire movie with mirrors around Cleo. Her reflections represent her idea of herself, her vanity, her identity, and her insecurity around it. To take a step back and see the film in a more meta view, the cinematography and setting of the movie is absolutely gorgeous as well. Varda chooses to spend a lot of time in taxicabs with beautiful wide shots of Paris through the windows, as if contrasting the objective beauty of the city with the conflict of identity our protagonist experiences within it. This conflict really reaches its climax in what I think is the most powerful scene of the film. At the halfway mark, Cleo walks down a street, and we cut to several shots of pedestrians and characters we've already met staring straight into the camera. We realize that we are seeing the world through Cleo's eyes, and we understand her paranoia surrounding her image. To Cleo, everyone in the world is looking at her, even the people that are not even there physically with her. This is a pivotal point of the film, as Cleo then meets up with her friend Dorothée, a nude model who is kind, confident, and very secure about her body. Cleo is inspired by Dorothée, and we slowly see Cleo's immense pressure on herself slowly start to break down. This is metaphorically represented by the image of her pocket mirror shattering and the cracking of this window. However, Cleo, presumably not being a video essayist herself, doesn't see these images as representing her character's progression. She instead sees them as omens for her impending medical results and her possible death. This overarching worry of Cleo is woven inexpertly into the narrative by Agnes Varda. Throughout the film, Cleo worries constantly about her mortality, visiting a tarot card reader and seeing multiple disturbing images as she travels through the city. She worries that her time is limited, as if her life is a timer and we, as the audience, are counting down the minutes. This literally happens, as the title of the film, Cleo from 5 to 7, refers to the fact that the movie takes place between 5 and 7 p.m., constantly reminding us what time it is every 15 minutes. Once again, however, Cleo has an encounter that changes her worldview, meeting a soldier on his final day of leave before returning to the battlefield. We learn that the soldier feels little meaning in potentially having his life end in a senseless war, but is still willing to do it and is meeting his duty head on despite the danger. The movie ends with Cleo confirming what she feared most at the beginning of the film. But after spending some time with the soldier and understanding that she still has a chance of life, a chance that so many others did not, she feels a sense of calm and stability, ending with the heartwarming announcement that Cleo is happy. Cleo from 5 to 7 is a film that highlights just how important human interaction and self-reflection is in shifting one's perspective, where beauty and death is presented in such nuanced ways under the fantastic direction of Agnes Varda. It's a film that should be seen at least once in your lifetime. It's a beautiful film with great writing, performances, and production design, representing such an important piece of cinema that was way ahead of its time and will, I believe, continue to resonate for many years to come. Hey guys, thank you once again for watching that video, and thank you to Mubi for sponsoring the video. Mubi is a streaming platform where you can watch Cleo from 5 to 7, as well as many other expertly handpicked films from around the world. I totally recommend it. If you've seen Cleo from 5 to 7, let me know what you thought in the comments below. I'd love to get into a discussion with you. I'll be back with a new video soon, so until next time, have a great week ahead. Stay safe, stay hyped, and I'll see you next time.